All right, what's going on, everyone? Chris of Chef Sports Cards here. We are doing 2024 Topps Archives Half Collector's Case Break number 11. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Especially if you're new to the channel, welcome. A little bit about us. We've been around for over 7 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as our little hands can move. If you are new to the channel, do us a huge favor and hit the old subscribe button there. eBay continues to run their sweepstakes. No purchase necessary there. Go to any of our eBay listings. Look in the description. You'll see a link. Follow that, and you can win some free cards. And, of course, as always, chefsportscards.com, our website. We just put some new breaks up. Bowman's Best and Prism and Super Break and something different. We've got these guys in here. Warner Brothers 100th Anniversary All-Star Trading Cards. Cards are really cool. I did a super cheap break, as cheap as I could to break even on it. I just want to open one, or open a break of it. So I know we don't do this type of stuff usually, mostly baseball, but check it out. It's $19.99 a spot. That's with tax and shipping. And there's some pretty cool cards in these. So check that one out at chefsportscards.com. All right, let's go over the teams. D-backs, Braves, Orioles, Kevin B. Red Sox, Brian G. Cubs, Anthony P. White Sox, Brian E. Reds, Kevin B. Guardians, David B. Rockies, Robert H. Tigers, Joseph E. Royals, Ladero W. Astros, Tim C. Angels, David B. Dodgers and Brewers, Kevin B. Twins, Rory J. Marlins, Robert H. Mets, David B. Yankees, Michael L. A's, Tim C. Phillies, Craig N. Pirates, Kevin B. Cardinals, Chris B. Padres, Derek R. Giants, Chris H. Mariners, Anthony P. Rays, Craig N. Rangers and Blue Jays, Martin M. And Nationals, Derek R. All right, we got a couple spots that payments still haven't put in yet, so if you get your payments in, I'd appreciate it. As usual, we're randoming the lunch boxes to everyone in the break, just as we always do. So at the end, we'll random all the teams. The top 5 will get the lunch boxes. So good luck to everyone. Let's do it. Cal Ripken in the first one. Robert, what's going on, buddy? Oh, some of you reached out to me earlier about the plane crash. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you to concern yourself with me. I do appreciate it. It's about 5-6 miles from where we are. We're like more southeast. That's in the northeast, but craziness, man. I was just watching the news in between the breaks again. Like, it's like they keep sending in more videos of it. I mean, that plane came down like a missile. It's nuts. All right, Manzarno, William Contreras at the break. So strange between what happened in Washington and this, like, back to back. You know, it's so rare we have airplane incidents anymore. And it was a medical flight that left out of Philadelphia. We have a small airport in the Northeast. I mean, it's not small, but it's not Philadelphia International, you know. Vladdy. And something happened, obviously, but where they crashed is like one of the most populated sections of Philadelphia. I mean, you couldn't have crashed into a worse area. It'd be amazing if nobody got killed on the ground, to be honest with you. Freddie Freeman own the game. So I guess, Robert, I guess Kim is the Wander Franco replacement now for the Rays. I was thinking about that today. Gabriel Moreno for the Diamondbacks. Ooh. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Holy mama. Who's got the Mariners? Anthony. Jeez. At the break, Ichiro auto. My, oh my. 3 of 25. Wow. Congrats, man. That is awesome. Our newest Hall of Famer who got ripped off on not being unanimously put in. Wow. Very nice hit. Congrats, my friend. Let's compare it. Let's see, how does it compare? Yeah, dead on pretty much. A little bit more swoopy on this one, and this one's a couple years old still. Ichiro stays pretty true. Wow, man, monster hit. Congrats, my friend. Especially with him just getting in the Hall of Fame. Gunner, Wrecking Crew. He got screwed on that Hall of Fame thing. It drives me so nuts. I mean, we talked about it last week too, but they're so political with that stuff. Dansby, like they all talked about. Well, he's got to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but we can't make him unanimous. No. Somebody has to not vote for him. So nuts. Skeens rookie. Ben Brown rookie. Robert, what's new out in California, buddy? Anything? Hoppa. Wrecking Crew green for the Phillies. 59 of 99 on the Harper. For Craig. FanFest tomorrow for the Padres. What was that? The last one was the Giants, not the Padres. Is the Padres spring training is in Arizona, right? Hey, you ever go down there, go to Arizona for spring training or anything like that? Jordan Beck, new breed rookie. The last one was the Giants. This one is the Padres. What about the A's? Do they even have FanFest? It's probably like a riot. All right, very good first box. Can't beat that. All right, Ernie Banks, number 2. Oh, really? Well, that's one of those like bucket list things for me to do. Not that it's like a hard thing or crazy expensive or anything. I'd love to go to spring training one time for a week or two. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to see the Phillies, but I'd love to go like to Florida or Arizona where else so you can see like different teams every day, just kind of move around, and that's a trip I need to take in this lifetime. That's for sure. Zidane Raphael, rookie. Cal Raleigh, Lane Thomas, and Brandon Walter for the Red Sox. Rookie auto. Brandon Walter. For Brian. Yeah, it's like one of those. I've always wanted to do that, and I think I've talked about this in the past before. I'd love to do a West Coast road trip one time. Like, I feel like if I'm gonna get my son to do it, I have to do it in the next couple of years before like he's done college, or else I'd love to like go to Arizona, start in Arizona, go to a D-backs game, and just go D-backs all the way up to Seattle. Just drive and go to LA and see Anaheim or see the Angels and the Dodgers, and just keep making our way up the West Coast. Bobby Witt won the game. How are things in out there with the fire and stuff in LA? Are things still pretty bad, or I mean, have the fires have they put any of them out or anything? I honestly the last few days, well, especially tonight with this thing here in Philly happening, but I haven't seen much this past week. Have they gotten things under control down there, or Zach Gallen? Camden Yard. Oh yeah, Camden Yards is great. Yeah, that's luckily Camden Yards like an hour and 10 minutes from me, so I've done that more than a few times. Jordan Westberg, new breed rookie. Yeah, they're under control. That's good. And you guys haven't had issues up north with that right now, have you? Has that just been mostly in Southern California? Shenwell. Just craziness the last few days, man. These planes, I tell you. Aaron Judge, Wrecking Crew. Oh, that's good. You know, it's one of those things that, like, I feel bad to say it, but sometimes, like, you see these fires year after year in California, and you want to be like, why do you keep building there when you know you have these fires? But I know those LA fires were not normal. Stephen Kwan. Because sometimes you get people who are like, well, yeah, our house burned down 2 years ago. We just rebuilt. And you're like, well, why? If it just burned down, why would you rebuild? It's such a. But man, what was going on in LA? That was like apocalyptic down there. That was crazy. William Contreras for the Brew Crew. 17 of 199. For Kevin. Very good. I'm going to lose my headphones because my ears are sweating. So if anything happens to the audio, let me know in the chat. All right, box number 3. Into two. So where is the Fan Fest at? Where are they doing? Are they doing it at the stadium or? And then you have to go. There's 2 separate times when you can go. Acuna is number 3. Oh, speaking of which, Robert, I sent both your. You had 2 lunch boxes coming to you this week. You had the one from last week, and then, or from 2 weeks ago, and then this past week. Just so you know, they're on their way. So if you go in at 10, do you get kicked out at a certain time? Like, is it like 10 to 12 and then you're out, or and then 1 to 3 or something like that? Or are they just staggering people in? So how far a drive is it from where you live down to Petco? Gleiber. Jackson Holiday rookie. Yeah. I mean, maybe they're just trying to, especially for certain autographs and stuff, maybe just trying to, keep it from being too mobbed all at once. DeGrom. Jung Ho Lee. 8 hours. Wow. Yeah, that's a hike, man. California's a hike. Varsho, Jake Berger, and Hojo. We got Hojo. We had this one a couple weeks ago. Howard Johnson's for the Mets. David. Here you go, buddy. Is that what you do? Fly down? If you fly down, where out at SFL? Southwest, yeah. Where they charge you like $49 or something. That's a quick one. Austin Riley. I think that's an image variation of Austin Riley, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Austin Riley image variation. Jordan Westberg at the break. $29. That's awesome. It was like my sister lived in Switzerland for a handful of years. Like 25 years ago. My brother-in-law was a scientist. It was a scientist at CERN at the Super Collider over there, and they lived there for like 5 years. And she always talked about that was the best thing about living there. Like every weekend, you could just go to a different country, and it was like $30 plane ride, to go to Sweden or to go, Luciano, new breed rookie. Like she's like every weekend we just go on these little weekend trips, and they were, they had all these like little airlines that, because it's no different than flying from like here to North Carolina, like it's like an hour away, and it's really cool though. Ozuna Wrecking Crew. 49th. That's not bad. Hell, it'll cost you more than that in gas to drive down there for 8 hours. It'll spend more than that on gas and food for the ride. And tolls, or I don't know if there's tolls, but, Judge, we own the game. So I assume you're going tomorrow. Luis Matos. Yeah, I'll bet. Especially once you get down, like to get through LA and stuff. I mean, I don't know how driving on the West Coast is, but I've seen that traffic before. It can be brutal. P. Crow Armstrong, rookie. Is there anyone in particular you're trying to see at FanFest or get an autograph from or anything like that? Sandy Alcantara to 99 for the Marlins. Robert. Oh, I think you told. Didn't you tell me that before, Gary Templeton? Yeah. Nice. 6 of 99. Do most of the players there, or do they just like trot out a few at a time? And I know some are different. I've had different people tell me about different fan fests where You go to some and it's like everyone's there, and then you go to others and it's very regimented and only a few guys out at a time. And another Ripken for number 4. Just a few at a time, yeah. So, how much is FanFest? How much is tickets to FanFest? I said I haven't been to one in a long time. The last one I think I was at was an Eagles one, and it has to be at least 15 years ago, if not more. I remember, oh God, what is his name? John Ritchie. I remember meeting John Ritchie, the fullback. You remember him? He was a really good fullback who always had like his head was always like swollen from his helmet. He always had this weird thing on his head. But I got somebody I knew him and got to meet him, and we actually hung out for a little while and stuff. He was really cool. He's actually on the radio here now in Philadelphia on the Sports Talk. But I think that was the last time I ever went to like one of those fan fest things. Mason Wynn. Now, of course, nobody wants FanFest. They want a Super Bowl parade. That's all anyone cares about around here. Oh, tickets are free, really? So then what do they charge for like autographs and stuff? That's awesome. The tickets are free. Yamamoto. Oh, Fernando. Rest in peace, buddy. Old Fernando. 45 of 99 for the Dodgers. Kevin. Autographs are free too, really? Wow. Because what's his name? Chris was telling me they charged pretty well like at the Twins one. He said they weren't cheap. But they charged for everything there. Like I said, with that one I went to years ago for the Eagles, I don't remember them charging for autographs at that either. That's why when he told me they did, I was a little surprised. But he was saying like it was like $100 or whatever to get, which doesn't really seem like a great fan fest thing. Jose Ramirez. Like I could see making people maybe buy stuff to sign, baseballs or jerseys or whatever, and then doing the autographs for free, try to push some merch. Oh, really? Huh. That's cool. Corbin Burns owned the game. I got to tell you, for a Super Bowl coming up for this town, and I do know we're on the odd week, it doesn't feel very exciting around here like it has in the past. Maybe next week it'll. Now, barring this accident tonight doesn't help any, but I was saying that to my wife the other day. Like the last few times they went to the Super Bowl, it was like people were out of their minds. People seem kind of laid back. I don't know. Maybe next week they'll get all hype. Lawler, new breed rookie. Would they get rid of? They have a garage sale. They get rid of all the old merch. That's cool though. Salvador Paz. Cease. And Mark Burley for the White Sox. Own the game auto. For Brian E. Well, maybe that's true. Maybe you might have a point there. I would think the smart, like as looking good to people, the good way to go about it would be like sell merch to sign. You know what I mean? I don't know, something weird about charging for autographs at like a fan fest to me, but I mean, maybe it's just the way it is these days. I don't know. Sanchez, like I said, I haven't been to one in so long that, but I know Chris always goes to the Twins one, and I know he always says they charge for everything. So the Oscar Hernandez Wrecking Crew. Well, yeah, you guys got a handful of problems out there between the lawsuit and um, the money with the television rights. Brandon Lau, the lawsuit between the wife and the cousins or brothers or whatever they are, and but you guys also still got a lot of good players, and you got a very good farm system. I mean, the Padres aren't going anywhere anytime soon. They might lose a few people, but they honestly probably can stand to lose a few and be okay. Got a lot of young talent in your farm system, that's for sure. Ernie Banks in number 5. All right, so we got 2 Cal, 2 Banks, and an Acuna. Yeah, selling hot dogs and beers and stuff. Hey man, got to make every nickel you can, right? Alrighty. All right, last box. Good luck, everyone. Jackson Merrill, new breed rookie. Ice cream in a helmet. That's the best. The best. Whoever came up with the whole ice cream in a helmet thing should have gotten like a penny a helmet. You know, they'd be billionaires. Pudge. Anytime I'm still at the Phillies game. Excuse me. Other than beer, that's the one thing I've always seen the most at every game is ice cream in the helmet. That's all I cared about when I was a kid and went. That's all I was all over my dad about getting me ice cream when we were there. Scooble owned the game. Yeah, I just checked my account. It's funny because I bought all those playoff tickets last year and then the Phillies went nowhere. And of course, they don't refund you, they just put them towards your future or whatever, you know? Kyle Tucker. So there was more than enough to pay for my tickets for next year left over. And I still have like $200 left. So let's see if I can put it towards like parking passes or something. Otherwise, I have to wait till the following year to use that $200. I'll tell you what, I won't be buying so many playoff tickets next year, no matter what they do. Mike Musina. Yeah, are they good cheesesteaks or are they crappy outside of Philly cheesesteaks? Do they have green peppers on them? I can tell you right now that ain't a good cheesesteak. Hadley. In all the time I lived away from Philadelphia, I mean, I lived overseas, I lived in multiple cities. And you go, oh, we have an original Philly cheesesteak. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, what's on it? Onions and green peppers. And I go, There's no green peppers on a cheesesteak. Sweet peppers, that's one thing, but no green peppers. That's how you know if they know what they're doing. All right, Arenado and Mark Mulder for the A's. Mark, your words. Mark Mulder. Oakland is Tim. There you go, bud. They have green peppers, of course. It's not good. I don't know why people think that. Like that whole. It's funny though. Right. So people who are from this area will know what I'm talking about, but a lot of people don't. We have what are called sweet cherry peppers here, and they're not easily found outside of this area. In fact, my sister who lives in Tennessee, well, my son lives in Tennessee too. My son actually takes them back when he comes home, like takes back gallons of them for my sister because you can only find them around here, and they're just like they're 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 cherry peppers soaked in like the sweetest brine ever. Corey Seager. Those you can put on a cheesesteak. Those are hot peppers, one or the other, but no green peppers. Yeah, he was huge. He was big. He was big. You're right. Andy Pages. Last pack. And David Wright for the Mets to 99. Hank Aaron and Tyler Black. All righty. That is going to do it. So, I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without you, and I do truly, truly appreciate it. If you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. We're going to do the rando for the lunch boxes for everyone. Let's bear with me for a second. Just putting the hit recap together real quick. Again, don't forget to go check out Chef Sports Cards. We got a bunch of breaks up over there now. We love our website, people. All right, so we're gonna random 7 times. Whoever comes out in the top 5 spots will get the lunch boxes according to the way they came out. So spot 1 is a Ripken, 2 is Banks, 3 is Acuna, 4 is Ripken, and 5 is Banks. So I have it set up. Just give me a sec here. I can find my cursor. All right, so there are all our teams right there. Random 7 times. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Six and lucky number 7. All right. So the first Cal Ripken goes to Kansas City. Ernie Banks goes to the Guardians, Cleveland. Acuna goes to the Giants. Ripken goes to the Pirates. And the last Banks goes to the Mets. Congrats to all those teams. All right, so hit recap for 2024 Archives Collectors half case break number 11. I only saw 1 Skeens, I believe, but we'll of course double check that when we're doing the sort. We have a million purples and new breeds, all that. All the rookies will get sleeved and top loaded and taken care of, and any stars. Did have a image variation Austin Riley for the Braves. Number to 199, William Contreras. To 99, Fernando Valenzuela, Sandy Alcantara, David Wright, and Bryce Harper. Autographs for Boston, Brandon Walter. For for the Mets, Hojo. Mark Mulder for the A's. Mark Burley for the White Sox. And this little monster right here, Ichiro Suzuki to 25 for the Mariners. Wow. That is quite a card. Congrats. Numbered 3 of 25. Congrats to the Mariners. All right, folks, again, thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out. Go check out our website. Hope to see you all again soon. Take care. Bye.